At Silverhammer Surveillance, we've been selling and installing smart home equipment and home security equipment for over 15 years. And I would say for all 15 of them, the perfect Wi-Fi camera has eluded me. So I've been on the quest and on the search to find that perfect Wi-Fi camera. So today the search continues. We're talking about a new camera from TP-Link. It's an indoor-outdoor camera. We're going to unbox it, talk specs and price, give you my review, the whole 9 yards. So let's go for it. What up, everybody? It's George Langenbeer with Silverhammer Surveillance, coming to you once again from Voltage Studio. Here on the channel, we talk smart home tech, we talk home security, we have videos weekly. Follow me on the socials, specifically Instagram, where I give you a little more insight into the man behind Silverhammer Surveillance, and I give you the inside scoop in the smart home world and the home security world, so on and so forth. Follow me on Instagram, please. Today, we're talking about home security and the smart home. We're talking about an indoor-outdoor Wi-Fi camera from TP-Link, the Tapo C120. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk price and specs, and I'm going to give you my review. So let's get started with the unboxing. Okay, now that we've unboxed, let's talk price and specs. Before we do that, I want to thank TP-Link for sending me this camera. I appreciate it very much, but as usual, I'm going to give you my unbiased review and tell it like it is. All right, now TP-Link's slogan for this camera is indoors and outdoors, stay protected everywhere. Now I'm a security guy, so if that's what this camera is all about, I like that slogan. All right, this is $39.99 on Amazon. Check in the link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing. This is a 2K QHD 4 megapixel camera, so that's the resolution. It has multiple night vision options, which includes a dual spotlight with a Starlight chipset to give it color night vision, or they have what's called invisible IR, which is black and white night vision. So you have two different options there, and we'll talk about that as we continue. It has a magnetic base design for easy install. TP-Link calls it industry-leading IP66 weather rating, which is a great weather rating. You have two different storage options on this camera. You've got free local storage, which is a micro SD card up to 512 gigs, or you've got storage through the Tapo Care subscription, which is basically a cloud service. This camera has free and accurate AI detection, which includes people, vehicles, pets, and even babies crying. So you could also use this camera as an indoor nanny cam. This camera allows for indoor or outdoor installation. For the outdoor installation, it has a 9.8 feet power cord, so you can get it to a nearby power outlet. The camera has a sound and light alarm to scare away an intruder before they get to your house. And if you know me and you watch the channel, you know I love being proactive, so that's cool. To go along with that, it also has two-way audio, so you will be able to hear outside your house and you will be able to also talk back. So again, if you have an intruder, you can talk back to them, or if you're using this indoors for a nanny cam, you could talk to the nanny or whatever if you're not home. And the camera is compatible with the Google Assistant or Lady A with Amazon. Unfortunately, not Apple HomeKit or Apple Home. Bummer. All right, so again, the affiliate link is in the description below if you're interested in purchasing. TP-Link was also kind enough to give us a discount code, which is cool. So check that out in the description as well. And now that we've talked price and specs, let's talk about how this integrates into the Tapo app. Okay, you're going to get the Tapo app from the Google Play Store or the iOS App Store. Once you do, you sign up for an account if you haven't already, and then you're off to the races. So here you go. Here's your home screen. Top left, you got My Home. So you had multiple homes. You could have them up there and switch between them. You've got your home screen, which is all your different devices. I've got 2 cameras right now, but if you had vacuums or smart switches or smart lights from Tapo, they'd all be listed here. And then at the bottom, you've got your tabs down there. Again, we're on our home screen with all our devices, but you can just go to your cameras. There's your home mode and away mode, so you got your security modes there. You can manage your cameras from that screen. Then you've got vacuums if you had vacuums. You got smart, which is your routines, your shortcuts, and your automations. And then the Me tab, which is your general information, Tapo Care, which is your cloud subscription, if you opt for that, playback and download, camera memory, firmware update to update your firmware, notifications, you can turn those on and off and control them there, device sharing to share it with your family, and then some other general information on the Me tab. Going back to home, I'm going to click on my camera. This is the one that we're talking about. So it's on my one balcony. Okay, so there it is. That's for my bedroom balcony. You can maximize it if you want a full screen view, but we're not going to do that for right now. Right below the image, you've got a still picture, you've got a video clip, you can mute the audio, and then that phone button is what allows you to talk through the camera. Below that, you also have talk there again. You can turn the alarm on and off. Again, this camera has an alarm. You can toggle your privacy mode if you want to turn the camera off. And then you've got your light. Again, this is the proactive light that you can turn on, tag on and off, and then Tapo Care again is your cloud subscription. At the bottom, you've got playback and download. There's a scroll of all your images. And if you click on that, then you've got your last clip. You can take a still picture. You can turn the audio on and off. You can download right there. You can delete the clip. And again, at the top, you can see there, you can download it from there as well. But you've got all your different clips there, and it'll show that little icon and what type of clip it was, whether it's a person or a person and a pet. You can kind of see that there. 3 dots at the top, you can filter your clips. Motion detection, person detection, baby crying, line crossing. You can draw an imaginary line. Anytime somebody crosses it, you can be alerted. Vehicle detection, pet detection, dogs barking, cats meowing, and glass break. So you have a lot of different options to filter your video. Then right below the image, you've got your calendar, so you can switch between your events. All right, going back to your main camera screen. If you go to the top right where the settings wheel is, there's your device info. You can click on that and change it. So if you want to change the name of the camera, there's your detection. You can turn all that on and off. Motion, person, pet, vehicle, line crossing, baby crying, glass break, dogs bark, and cats meowing. You can be alerted for all those different things. You can also do detection zones. Switching back, you can turn your alarm on and off. So if there is something that trips the camera, you could turn that alarm on if you want to scare the person away. I'm on the Tapo Care free trial. That's how I'm recording my footage. I did not do a micro SD card, but again, you do have that option for free storage. If you do that, you've got your storage and recording tab. So it's telling me I don't have a card in there, but if I did, I could manage it there. I could also toggle whether or not I want to record sound. Going back to the screen, you can also do video and display. That's where your night mode is. So you've got the color night vision or the black and white night vision. Your video quality, you can do 2K or 1080p. You can invert the image if you have to install the camera upside down. You can create your privacy zones there. You can control what's on the screen as far as the TP-Link logo, the time and date, and that kind of thing. Spotlight settings. You can control your spotlight. You control not only the brightness, but also on or off, and also the duration. So if something trips the camera that turns on your spotlight, you can control how long it stays on for. You can turn your status LED on or off. You've got your network connection there, privacy mode on or off. So if you want the camera to stop, you can. If enabled, streaming and recording functions will temporarily disable to protect your privacy. You can turn your notifications on or off. You've got advanced settings, your camera account, power line frequency. So you can actually switch between 50 hertz, 60 hertz, and auto, which is cool. Some other advanced options there. Share your device, another way to share the device with your family. You got full access to the user guide if you want it. You can give feedback to TP-Link there. Another way to update your firmware right there. You can reboot the camera if you're having issues, so it's nice. You don't have to physically go to the camera to hit a button, and you can remove the camera. Those are the general features of the app. Pretty robust, full of features, pretty much everything you want in a Wi-Fi camera. All right, so that's how the C120 integrates into the Tapo app. Now let's move on to my review, my pros and cons, starting with the pros. Pro number 1, the value. At $39.99, you got indoors and outdoors and 2K. What more can you ask for? So as far as the build quality and everything, this is a great value at $39.99. Then you got those dual night vision options. You got the Starlight chipset to get you color night vision, and then you've got the invisible IR if you want to go black and white. Another pro is that weather rating. Awesome that a camera like this can go outdoors and have such a nice weather rating, especially at $39.99. Again, making it a great value. Free storage. We all love free storage. I love that you got the micro SD card option, but you also have the cloud option, so great flexibility there as well. This camera has fantastic AI detection. Now, I tested people, vehicles, and pets. I don't have a baby, so I didn't test the baby crying, but that's a great feature and awesome that it's there. But with people, vehicles, and pets, I can tell you it was flawless. Now, here at our apartment, we do have a busy area here because we have the main garage door of this building. So we got vehicles passing all the time. And then we also have a very popular tree where everybody seems to walk their dogs. So in that spot, we got people and dogs all the time. And this camera definitely knew the difference every single time. I never had a false alert. So it always knew it was people, always knew it was vehicles, always knew it was pets perfectly. And then the alerts, as far as that goes, they were instantaneous on my watch, tablet, and phone. Now we do have really good internet here with that $2,300 Orbi I always like to talk about. But again, the alerts worked great. That magnet mount makes for great flexibility on the install. You can go indoors, you can go outdoors. You can see here, I even put it on my fridge. And then if you don't have a magnetic surface, you just use your 2 screws, and then the camera still goes magnetically to that mount. So either way, you can pretty much put this camera anywhere. In addition to that flexibility, it's just generally easy to install, 5 minutes or less, and they are absolutely correct about that. I probably had this installed in 2 minutes. And then, as you just saw, the Tapo app is great, loaded with features, pretty much a smart home platform on its own. They have other smart home products. You can just put them all in there together, all work great together. So the Tapo app is awesome and loaded. Moving on to my cons, the two-way audio. Now this is a pro and a con. I will tell you straightforward, most Wi-Fi cameras suck when it comes to two-way audio. It's great in concept that you should be able to scare somebody away in your yard with your voice and be able to hear the person out there. Now, most cameras are pretty decent as far as hearing the person, but they're not very great about hearing you talk back. They're either really jarbled or you can't hear them at all. This camera isn't the loudest in the world.
Testing. How clear do I sound? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing. Any delay? How is that clarity? Can you hear me? Testing.
So you're not going to be able to hear it across your yard, but when you are up close to it and you hear, you're going to hear the person clearly. It's not all jumbled and it's very clear and it's immediate. So there's not much of a delay either. So again, it's kind of a pro and con, but none of these Wi-Fi cameras are perfect in that regard. So comparatively, this one's great. And then that magnet mount is great for flexibility, great for ease of install, but it could make this camera easily stolen. So that's a con. A lot of people worry about that. So just keep that in mind. All you got to do is put it in a spot where somebody can't reach it and you eliminate that problem. And with that ease of flexibility and install, it makes it easy to do that. So you're not just up there on a ladder struggling. So just put it somewhere somebody can't steal it and you'll be fine. Then we've got the power cord. Now the power cord is a pro and con also. Pro is the fact that you don't have to worry about batteries, charging batteries, replacing batteries. But on the con side, it's just aesthetics. I don't like the way most Wi-Fi cameras look because you got a wire hanging off your camera. You know, with a wired camera, you can put it up in the soffit, make it look nice in your attic. And now you could do this with this camera, but you're still going to have a little power cord showing. So a little con there is the aesthetics of the power cord. Great that they give you 9.8 feet though, and you can pretty much put it anywhere. Then last but not least, and this seems to be a con with a lot of cameras for me, no Apple Home compatibility. We got Google Assistant and we got Lady A, but no Apple HomeKit or Apple Home. Now, I don't think all of that is TP-Link's fault. I think Apple has a lot of restrictions and a lot of requirements that keeps a lot of these companies away from doing it. Also, they've got that Tapo app, which is basically a smart home platform on their own. So TP-Link's doing quite all right on their own. But of course, me personally, I'd love to have that Apple Home compatibility. So that is just a con, but just a con for me. That's it. Those are my pros and cons. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I think this camera is a great value at $39.99. You got 2K, indoor, outdoor, great weather rating. You've got that awesome AI to make this a very proactive solution. It's all about catching those intruders before you get to your house. And with that AI, you can do it with this camera. Ease of installation, can't go wrong there. So it's great for all levels of expertise. Overall, a great camera. Is it the perfect camera? I don't know. I'm going to continue my search. I'm going to continue my search for all of us. I want to find the absolutely perfect camera, but this one does tick a lot of boxes. So again, let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. You know I love having you here. If you're new, welcome to the party. Returning subscribers, as I say a lot, I love you. So thank you to all of you for your support. And until the next one, peace and love.